Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get our last two novice, but well, not last two, last three actually, because space, but last two novice-based sciences knocked out here. So last episode I talked about I was going to squeeze an extra belt in here so that I can get these frames out, and I went ahead and just did that off camera because it was just basically cut this out or make a blueprint, cut this out, move it one space south, and plop it back down. So there was no sense in really kind of recording it. It's just a matter of just moving it one square. So now we got our frames. So for our yellow base science, we need our frames, we need our brew processing units, which we're making, and we need low density structures. Now we're going to need low density structures to build rockets as well, and for other things. So I decided what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, rather than make it within the science, we're going to just put it on the bus. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put it right in this area, bring it down the bus. Now, a couple of changes you'll notice. I added stone to the bus, and the reason I added stone to the bus is because we're going to need it for the rails. And we're going to make the rail science down here somewhere. So it was a little bit ugly, I guess, but I snaked it down here. We have stone on the bus now. Also, I went ahead and for some reason, somewhere up here, we stopped bringing the bricks down. And I noticed that this was only 3, and it scratched my head, and then I realized what it was. And then I realized we're going to need it, because we're going to need it, again, for this purple science, we're going to need it for the electric furnaces, to build the electric furnaces. So I put that on the bus. So now we have those 2 extra items on the bus. All right, so let us look at what we need for low density structures. And we need a buttload of copper, and then a little bit of steel, a little bit of plastic. Okay? So we're going to do our standard 2 supply belt, and 2 goes into, 2 goes into, and 1 goes out of, right? So we're going to do here, here, and this is going to be the extent of our 4-lane bus, so we're going to want to stay off of that. And then we want it goes out of, and another set of factories, and 2 goes intos. All right, and we're going to go ahead and use the inside one for copper, and we're going to put a fast inserter on there, because it's 20 to 2, so it's 10 to 1 basically. And then we're going to go outside, outside, and then these we're going to want that. Oops. And then that we're going to want that. So that we're going to want that. Well, maybe we put it a little close. All right. Fine. A little closer than what we wanted. That's okay, we can fix it relatively easily. You know what? We got this right here. Let's move down a little bit further. Let's get south of that so we can cut off of here. All right? So goes into, right? That's that one. And then we want copper. So this can come down here like that. And then And we're going to want a metric butt ton of these. So we'll go like that. Oh, grabbed the wrong thing. And now we can extend this out as far as we want. Of course, you know, we're limited by the belt, but that's okay, because now we're making red belts. So copper. Boom, bada boom, 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 right? Maybe one too far. No boom today, maybe boom tomorrow. Alright, there's another one for you. You guys gotta tell me what show that's from. No boom today, maybe boom tomorrow. And then we want our reds. And then we want our rosadas. And then we want this to come down to the bus. Right, like that. And then this, boom. Okay. So now we want plastic and steel plate. And that is copper. And we'll do plastic here. And we'll do steel plate here. Right, and then plastic. And steel plate. And then down here. Oh wait, and this is copper, right? So copper. Boom. And then we'll go plastic and steel plate. Right? Right. That's everything? Yep, sure is. Alright. Alright, and then we can expand that out as far as we choose. And isn't that the same thing we ran into before? It sure is. And we'll do this. That way, la-di-da-di, everybody. Right? Not quite, because, it is what it is, right? So then technically, then that one is missing the fine. If we end up, we could go further. Alright, so there we go. You know what? Matter of fact, let us do go further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 on a side. Because, like I say, we're going to need them for a bunch of stuff. Now, the key is going to be getting our supply to keep up, more so than it is going to be them being able to supply it fast enough or whatever. But we'll deal. Come on, where do we want to put it? We want to put it here. Alright, and then we'll see where those go. I know we're going to have to probably move something. Alright, there's that. And alright, why did that miss? Alright, that's catching all of those. That's catching all of those. That, and then that. That, and then that. Right? Okay. And then that one there. That one shifts by one. And then that one there. So that should be everybody. So now we should be able to just hook that in, and that should start making what we needed to make. Why is that not? Oh, I bet if we did this, it would be happier. Alright, so they're running, which means they're doing. So let's go down here. Now, that gets us that. So, we'll have that coming down, we have the blue coming down, and we have the frames, right? So let's put it on this side because the science lab is up there. And let's do, all right, so it is basically one of each. So we can do it on 2 belts. And just split it however. I guess we can put the low densities on one by itself and then the other 2 on a split belt because they're closer to 1 to 1. Right? So, same kind of deal here. We go 1 here. Dual belt. Oh, we want to stay off of that. We want to back up because, I mean, this is only going to go down here to where we're needed for that. We're not going to waste tons of space, but 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stay on that side of that. All right. So there's that. Single, double, right? Or since we're trying not to waste, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do these down the middle this time. A little bit different, but then we don't have 2 lines with these frames sitting on it. We only have 1 line. Okay, and then that comes out and that comes out, and we'll do what do we want to do? We want to do, let's do 8. How much are we doing of these guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 8. 8 is good enough, I think. Alright, so 8. And we can always make more, because we can always expand that. But there's that. And then this, we said, is going to be yellows, right? Okay. Now, we don't need any of these at speed because they're singles. And we'll make this our double line. And this our single line. And we said our single line is going to be our low densities. Let us put our guys to work. While we are waiting. Right, so that's that, and then that's so much better than having to run after them. Now, admittedly, we are right at the edge of their ability to come and bring stuff to us, but alright, and then this one was blue circuits. So oh, that worked out nice. And then we gotta do Gazadas. And then we gotta do right? Right. Okay. So now that should give us yellow science. We shall see. Yep, they're working, so that's yellow science. Alright. Half hour, not bad. We'll get our purple science done hopefully just as fast. So, rails, electric furnaces, productivity modules. Alright, rails and productivity modules are the easy two. Or rails and furnaces, I'm sorry. We're going to run those down because we will still need them. We may have to. All right, copper is our limiting factor, which is fine. You guys will catch up. Yeah, it's not the incoming, it's the outgoing, and it's just a matter of we don't have enough furnaces, which we will eventually have enough furnaces, trust me. Alright, are you guys about finished? 1, 2, 300. Come on. Okay, so now we can Get rid of that. All right. So we'll have to address our copper at a later date. I mean, we're this whole thing is a bootstrap. We know that. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, as you can see, I got rid of the armor piercing production for the line. I needed, because I knew I was going to put this in. I wanted to make the room. All right. So now, let us look at what we need for Purple Science. We need rails, we need electric furnaces, and we need productive modules, our productivity modules. Now, rails need steel and steel sticks and stones. So we got our stones coming down now, we got our steel coming down, we can make sticks. And then we need this, which is going to take red circuits, steel, and bricks. And how many do we need? Okay, we need a ton of rails, but they produce rails produce pretty quickly. They're half a second versus these are 5 seconds. So these are going to produce pretty quick in comparison to those, but we need 30 at a time. So either 4 or 6 maybe, and 3 or 4, and then we'll deal with the productivity modules next. All right. All right. Can we? I keep talking about we got plenty of space, and we do, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep it on both sides. So maybe we do doobie-doobie-doo. Let's do something here. So that we got continuity going up there of electricity, so that when we disconnect this down here, because we're going to disconnect this down here to get it out of our way, what if we use this for our rails and our furnaces, and then maybe here for our modules, and then here for our science. Alright, you know what we should do before we get started on that? What we should do is go up here to our sciences. And bring a line in. Why do we only have one? Huh. And why is it 1 and not 2? Well, I know why it's 1 and not 2. Because there are instances where we only use a single, and then we end up stuck. How are we doing on splitters? We're good on splitters. You know what? And as hesitant as I am to do it, I'm going to do this. And the reason I'm going to do that is because we are going to start replacing all of our yellows eventually. So that'll let that build up while we do it. All right. There's our science. Okay. So now, if we come here and here, 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 over to here, and down. right? We still got to come down further. But rather than taking up all this blank empty space and then having to move it all around later, let's be smart about it. Or at least semi-smart. There we go. Right, so that'll be on one side. The blue will, or the purple will come in and be on the other side. Maybe we do this. I don't know, just for looks. Right? And then we're on one side and the purple's on the other side. And that way we can do this while we're waiting. Battery Mark IIs, because then it lets us put more batteries in our stuff. Ooh, yes indeed. We definitely want that. So Battery Mark IIs, that. I don't know what it takes to build one. Uranium fuel, which we've started sort of getting there. It's always a matter of there's 15 things we want to do and no time to do them. All right, so that's batteries. We want robot speed. Definitely want robot speed, robot speed, robot speed. Right? Get those guys moving. Ooh, cluster grenades. We want cluster grenades. That's a purple. Laser shooting speed. Yes. All right, we'll do the Mark IV in a little bit. We'll add the Mark IV. All right, so there we go. So there's that. Now, let's get back to what we're doing here. So purple. So we need railroads. What did I say? 6 or 8, something like that. And railroads need sticks and bricks, or sticks and stones, and steel plate. And they produce at a half a second, and these guys produce at a half a second for 2. Right? So 2 every half a second and half a second, and they need 1. So every 1 stick maker can make 2 of those. So if we do 2 stick makers, we can do 4 of those. 3 stick makers can do 6 of those. 4 stick makers can do 8 of those. Do we need that many? You know what? We need more. Let's grab these real quick. And they're right here, so I'm not going to get the bots to do it because they're still a little slow. There we go. All right. Yeah. We're probably going to want a stack of those. Everything else, I think we're okay. And we'll just let them bring them when they bring them. All right. So now, so if we do 4 stick makers, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 stick makers. Should supply 8 eight track makers. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And we can put the stick makers up here. So if we do 1, right? And then we do that, 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 and then make them make sticks, and then that gives us sticks. And we'll squeeze them in where we need to. If we've got to bend this, we'll bend it. All right, so that's sticks. And then I said 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? That's 8 railroads. And then that's tracks. All right. All right. Fine. Probably should do these this way and bring them in here, here, here. Or right, and then here. Because I don't, you know what? We'll do that. And then this can be sticks, this can be stones, this can be steel. Or this can be, yeah, that can be steel, and we'll move it to someplace better. So if steel can come here, Right, and then steel can come here. Right, so that's iron there. That is iron there. That's sticks. Sticks comes there. Stone there. Stone there. All right, so that gives me stone, and or it gives me railroads and nothing else because that's actually over there. All right, so that gives me the railroads though. Alright, so that's iron to that side, iron to that side, railroad to there. Steel, stone, stone, railroads. Okay. Oops. Alright. Is that everybody? So what are we missing then? Oh. And then, There we go, that's railroads. Okay, so we got railroads. We need furnaces. And furnaces take steel, red, and stone. Stone is here, red is here, steel is here. So let's make over here. 10 steel, 10 stone, 5 circuits. Do we put... Alright, you know what? We'll do it the same thing. Because I don't want to put 2 belts of red. Not thinking super clear at the moment. This is like my second video for the day, second or third, I don't remember. So I think second, and then I did one last night. So I'm kind of pushing it a little bit. So I got a little bit of a fog going, but that's okay. We're having fun. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I hope you guys are having fun. If you guys aren't having fun, F you. No, honestly, I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. Some folks seem to have gotten something out of it. That's what counts. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm just doing this because I'm going to be doing it anyway. And... you know, so I like doing it. I'm having fun doing it. But if I'm helping somebody out or somebody's getting something out of it, then that's awesome too. Because I like that sort of thing. I like helping people. Don't we all? Don't we all like to help people? I'm going to run these down a little bit further because the next thing we're going to want is we're going to want to start making a rocket. So, might as well bring these down. Alright. So, where were we? Reds. Question is, do we really want to do a whole belt of red? When red's going to be the least of the two. So what if we do... half a belt of red? It's going to save us red that way, right? So if we do half a belt of red, because red's going to be the fastest anyway, so let's just do a half a belt. Let's I mean, I know we're bringing over a whole belt that far, but from here, we can do a half a belt. And we can actually do it like that, right? And then shorten it, and then that'll be that. And then we do a half a belt of red, half a belt of bricks. Because we can do the bricks like this. Right? Yes. And then, technically, because we said we want to start the space for another one. Right? There's that. And then steel. And steel, if steel's going to come there, then that's there. Right? That's steel. So then I think we got her. I think we do. It's possible. It's possible. Right? Right. And then I said, boy. I say it. There we go. All right. So now we got that. We need modules, right? And which modules do we need? We need productivity modules. So all of these are the same for level 1 modules. So what I can do is I can build one, and we can stamp it down and change what it is to all 4 types, right? So we just need to build this one time. Now, how many do we need? We need 1. So that's pretty simple. So if we move our some more down, what if we put it here? And modules seem to be, they're just 5 and 5. They're just 5 and 5. So we could do this. We could do well, how long does it take for a module to process? 15 seconds. We could do half and half. So we could do 4, half in, belt out, right? And then we could do 4. And then we could say module productivity. And we could come up here. And we could move it over 1. Really, here and here. Right? And that's gazintas. And if we do red there, right? So we do red there, and then we jump to, and we do green there, and then we do doobie doobie doo. Right? I think that's going to work. I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. Can't put it there, we'll put it there. There. And we'll do one more. Oh. Well, shit. Okay. Fine. Right? Right. Ta-da! Okay. So now we've got everything we need, theoretically, to make our purple science. Because we need modules, railroad tracks, and electric furnaces. Electric furnaces right? I don't mind that there's a bunch on here because we're gonna steal some of them anyway. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 30 rails, so they're going on their own line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Railroad tracks. Gazauda, Gazauda, Gazinta, Gazinta. Oh. Missed it by that much. Right? Right. Okay. So, Gazauda, 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 Gazauda. Gazauda, 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 Gazauda. Gazinta, Gazinta, Gazinta. gazinta. And long gazintas. There we go. That should be that. And then this is Praple. And boy, that's a tangled mess. We'll have to go through and clean that up. Even I don't like that. Why is that not researching? We should have yellows on the coming out of there, shouldn't we? What is yellow missing? Yellow's missing. Yeah, because it's not got a lot of that. But it should have done at least some. Right? Did it not get any yellow? Oh, I know why it didn't get any yellow. I'm stupid. Alright. We'll fix that in just a second. Alright. We want to see if the purple's coming. Purple's coming. Okay. Now we can go up here and fix this. I didn't put what I should have put, and I'm going to put, which is to say, I didn't do this. Now, that should take from there, that should take from there, and that should take from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when the purple's there, that'll be 6. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. If I wanted, I could put fast inserters on these, but I'm not gonna. Okay, here comes the purple. So, through reprocessing, we still don't have Covarex though. When do we get Covarex? Covarex, we gotta have space science. Alright, so there we go, guys. So it's been an hour. We now have purple science done. Alright? So at this point, we have all of our Nauvis sciences, with the exception of space science. And space is going to go down here somewhere. What do we need for that? We're going to need fuel. to build a rocket. I'm trying to remember. Where is it? Alright, we're going to research with utility. Woohoo! We got another achievement. Alright, we're going to need rocket fuel. We got this and we got this. The only thing the only thing we're not making right now is rocket fuel. So we're going to have to make rocket fuel, and then that's going to give us a rockets. Not many, but it's going to give us some. Why is that not? Oh, I'm not hitting escape. Alright, and that's going to be solid fuel and light oil. And solid fuel is going to be these. Now the question is, am I going to want to make it over here and truck it all the way over there by belt? Or am I going to make it over here, in which case I have to pipe it over? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Where's the fuel? Where is fuel? Fuel. Okay. So solid fuel is can come from that, but we also need light oil. So if we pipe light oil over here, we can use light oil temporarily for both until we establish solid fuel production, or until we establish a fuel production, rocket fuel production up there. And then we can do it en masse and bring it with a choo-choo train. Because we're going to want a bunch of rockets from what I gather. But to get us started, all we need is the one. So if we bring light oil over, let's go look. Do we have all three of our legs in? That's a weird question, isn't it? I think we got one in storage. That's why we're running slow. We're still a lot faster than what we were. So we've got petroleum gas coming in. And petroleum gas has given us a butt ton of our... We're making a butt ton of it. We could actually pipe in light oil and use petroleum gas to make the other part. Let's bring that over. Just so that we got it down here, so that we're ready. Went a little too far. Alright, you know what? We'll put it there. That'll miss the end of that. All right, so that, and if we tap into this real quick, will set us up for next episode to build all our rocket crap. There we go. All right. So that's got us all set up to build rockets next episode, which is going to give us our rocket science. Right? So we'll have that coming in, those coming in, and we'll be golden. All right, guys. So there it is. We're all set. I will see you guys in the next one, and we'll go to space. All right. Take care. Bye.